This man sold the faithful dog that had been his companion for over a decade, $5,000. After accepting the cash, he immediately pulled out $1,000 and handed it back, instructing the wealthy buyer to take exceptional care of his dog. The dog seemed to fully understand what was happening and kept looking back mournfully. The man tightly clenched the money in his hand, unable to bear watching its departure. He cursed himself silently in his heart as he watched the dog being driven away, growing smaller and farther from him. His heart was completely filled with deep sadness. He knew the dog was getting old and should no longer have to suffer by his side. That day, he trudged home alone, pushing an empty cart. As he gazed at the steep ridge slope, he suddenly remembered a past moment when he had accidentally fallen into a ditch. It was the dog that desperately broke free from its secure leash, ran all the way home, and successfully alerted his brother for help. That night, he gave the money to his woman, but couldn't tear his eyes away from the dog's empty bed. The little dog, now residing in the lavish mansion of a wealthy family, was living in a luxurious villa, but appeared dejected and deeply forlorn. The rich man introduced another dog, hoping to keep the little dog company. But the little dog wouldn't even acknowledge it. Since selling the dog, the man's hair had visibly turned gray, and his face had never worn a smile again. One day, the dog seized a moment of opportunity and bolted out of the mansion. It ran relentlessly, not knowing how many long days and cold nights it had been running. When hunger struck, it scavenged desperately the garbage pile. One day, while searching for a meager dinner, it was suddenly surrounded and attacked by fierce stray dogs. Soon, two more arrived, and the little dog was clearly at a severe disadvantage. Its legs were badly injured, but it managed to escape the ordeal in the end, determined to finally make its way home. That night, it lay resting briefly on a bridge at the very crack of dawn. It immediately continued its arduous journey. The dog only knew that its person was still waiting for its return home. The man, who had been longing intensely for the dog, often came to the familiar riverbank. One day, he suddenly heard the unmistakable sound of the bell behind him. He slowly turned around, and to his complete amazement, the little dog, covered in thick mud, was standing right before him. At that moment, he simply couldn't believe his tearful eyes.